Okay. This sounds really intimidating for a first hero here. It's just like, hi, you came to town. You can slay the monsters. Avoid this one, it could kill you. Avoid this one, it could roast you. Avoid this one, it could tear you to shreds. I'm really positive about this. Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the first episode of Quest for Glory! Yes, indeed! Today in MDB's adventure, we're starting a new game, a new series, and oh my gosh, it's going to be fun. Today I'm playing Quest for Glory, or more like the remake of Quest for Glory 1, because the first game they made was called Hero's Quest, and that was the EGA version of this game, but I'm playing the VGA version called Quest for Glory. And the reason why they changed their name is because when Sierra Online made the game back in the 1980s, they accidentally named the game the same name as another game that was already on the market, so they got sued for it and they had to change their name from Hero's Quest to Quest for Glory. But some people still call this game Hero's Quest, and I like the VGA version because of the graphics, and I actually played this game quite a few times already. I never finished it though. I played the game through a whole bunch, and then I encountered some issues, or life became busy. This was when I was younger and everything. And I just lost interest and I stopped playing. And I'm like, I really should finish this game, because I never actually went from the beginning to the end in a single save game. And the last playthrough I did was a couple years ago, and that was off YouTube, of course. And I stopped because of a glitch in the game. The version I had a crash loop when I was fighting one of the bosses at the end, so I could not continue. This is a version from GOG.com, so I hope that this doesn't have the same glitch and I can actually go all the way through. Anyways, enough babbling, let's start the actual game. So, start new hero. And I think you get the idea now. I can move my mouse, I hope. Yeah, I can. Now I'm supposed to change, or not to change, to choose my class. I can be anything I want of these three, of course. I can be either a fighter, or a magician, magic user, wizard, whatever you want to call it, or a thief. And in almost every single playthrough of the game I did but one, I was a fighter, and in the other one I was a magic user. I never used a thief. So for just the sake of the fact that I want this to not be just me repeating the same thing I did in the past and actually me discovering things in this game with you guys, I think I'm going to go with the thief, because that's the one that I never really experimented with. So let's go. Let's be a thief. A good thief though. I steal things, but I'm like Robin Hood. It's like I steal things for the poor, and I get things from the rich, and I give it to the poor. And yeah, I'm not a bad guy. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm a good thief. I'm like like Batman, except that Batman doesn't steal stuff from people. But you get what I mean. Like I'm dressed in black, but I'm a good person. Let's just say it like that. Okay, I need to choose my name. So I don't know if MaitreDesBlocs is gonna fit. Let me see if my name is too long. Oh, that actually works. But MaitreDesBlocs is not a name for a person in a Dungeons & Dragons world. Like, seriously, the mighty MaitreDesBlocs. That sounds like something from another language. I think I want to choose another name for this. Let me think of the names I used in the past. I like the name Zenith. I think we're going to go with the name Zenith. I think that's more appropriate for this than the MaitreDesBlocs or NDB is. So I'm going to be named Zenith. Zenith the Thief. Beware of my mighty dagger and my cape of doom. Okay. Now I have some points available right here. I have 50. I can spend these to every one of these that I want. I think I can add them by groups of 5. And every time I do so, I am able to... basically, these points can be added to these things, so they're customized to have, like, more strength, more intelligence, agility, vitality, and etc. There's one rule, though. I think you need to add 15 to start a new ability that is at level 0. And if you don't add something to an ability that's a level 0, you'll never be able to use that ability. For example, if I don't put any magic in, I'll never be able to cast a spell in the entire game because I have absolutely no magic knowledge. But if I add a single point to this, then I can learn from that and get better throughout the game. So I wonder if it would be a bad idea to just add, first of all, some to these two, just so I have all the things available to me, because why not? So, can I do that? Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, I can. Yeah, it costs it's like 50 points to add 5. I forgot I needed to right click and not left click. I'm also going to do that for parry. There we go, I have some parry knowledge. Now, I need to add some from these points to this as like a base to the game. And I think now 5 equals 5. So, can I even add to the health, stamina, and magic points? No, I can't. Okay. Climbing is one that is really used in this game, and I know that for a fact. Climbing is one of the first things you want to get at a high level in the game. So I think maybe I should start with more than that. There we go. Maybe 10 for climbing. And strength. Let's go with 10. I'm also a very intelligent person, so let's go with 20 intelligence. What else? Am I lucky? No, I'm not. I'm unlucky, so that can stay at 10. Throwing. Do I throw stuff a lot? Well, I'm a thief, and I probably have some daggers, so maybe throwing would be a good thing to have. Let's go with that. Let's not spend too much time questioning about what I should use with this, and let's just start the game. So, thief, zenith, 15 for strength, 20 for intelligence, 25 for agility, 10 for vitality, 10 for luck, 5 for magic, 10 for weapon use, 5 to parry, 5 to dodge, 10 for stealth, 10 to pick locks, 10 to throw, and 10 to climb, 11 health, 18 stamina, and 10 magic points. I think that's good. Let's go. And that's me. Hello. I'm beautiful. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. That guy, I'm guessing. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town! You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we certainly could use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. Thank you, young sir. And I got a point for that, apparently, even though I didn't do anything. I really didn't do anything since the game started. Alright, well, we're here in a sort of village, and the sheriff of this village, I already forgot his name because it's really complicated, seems to have greeted me in this place. He doesn't know I'm a thief, though. Watch for your bed at night. No, I'm joking. But let's check the stuff that we have, first of all, because I'm curious on what the thief has for an equipment. Okay, so we have 4 gold pieces and 10 silver pieces, weighing 0.2 pounds. Oh yeah, I forgot. This game has a weight system. Unlike most adventure games where you usually can just do things by like, mainly adventure games are just a point and click system with walking, looking at stuff, picking objects, talking to people, and other actions. But this game also has a weight system, which means that if I do not pay attention to my weight, by how much stuff I carry, I'm going to be too heavy and I'm going to have difficulty moving around and eventually could die of exhaustion by moving myself around. So I need to be careful of my weight. I think you look at the weight if you look at this. You're now carrying 24 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you've picked up along the way. Yeah, that's how I can see my total weight of equipment. There we go. I totally failed at that word. I can also... I can carry up to 47 pounds of equipment before getting a severe backache. So I need to be careful about that. And I can also drop some items on the ground and pick up some items that are dropped in the same area. So that's a system that almost no adventure games these days actually have in them. Well, not that I know about anyways. I know the Quest for Glory games have that system and it's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm talking a lot. Let's actually look at stuff, because when you start an adventure game, the number one thing you want to do is to look around you, because you want to know your surroundings and you want to know if there's some objects around you want to use or anything. So let's look at stuff. It's not much to look at. What a great start! I thought by looking on the ground it would give me like a look at all the area, but maybe not. It's not much to look at again. There's a sign on the door of the barber shop. It says out to lunch. Okay. Whoa! You're a crazy yo-yo person, or whatever that thing is. What is that? Gosh, that's an authentic Wama Blama 3 scoops of Managal Hilarious Gregorious floats in the area yo-yo. So it's a yo-yo. Okay, man, why did you need to put that description? Oh, that Wama Blama 3 scoops of Mana Hilarious Gregorious floats in the area yo-yo. I need to learn that. That sounds like, I don't know, like you see a monster in a game and it scares you and then you go, Wama Blama 3 scoops of Mana Hilarious Gregorious floats in the areas. Yeah, that's a heck of a response to things. Yeah, I should learn that. That sounds cool. Okay, let's look at more things. It's not much to look at again. Okay. This is the door to the sheriff's office. It's not much to look at. The sheriff's office doubles as a jail for the town and a hangout for the sheriff and the goon. This is the goon. There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange and bulky character. He seems cheerful though. Okay, I don't want that guy on my bad side. He seems like a pretty strong man. Let's save my game before I do anything stupid, because I feel like I could find a way to die in this first screen. So let's name this, what? Oh, that was laggy. Zenith. Yeah, my keys take like a while to get processed. I don't know why. Schultz, okay, that's the name, Schultz, I need to remember that. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you reason to believe that he's no pushover. I don't know what a pushover is. Oh yeah, I know why. It's like a weak man, I think. The ugly statue seems to be watching you. The windows glow from the light inside. The sign reads, Hero's Tale Inn. The sign reads, Hero's Tale Inn. Of course, I should have known that. You can see the cheery, inviting glow of a hearth fire within the inn. If this is a town water supply, no wonder nobody ever comes here. Okay, I think we looked at enough things to know a little bit what we are faced against here. Let's talk to some people. So, Goon, hey, do you talk? You get no response. Okay, you don't talk. What about the sheriff? Okay, he talks. And we got a point for that. Ask about what of these we want. The mountain. You should know. You came down from there. Oh yeah, of course, I'm so stupid, I forgot about that. Of course I forgot about it, because I just started playing this game after I came down from the mountains. Town. This town was named after the barons of Spielberg. It used to be a lovely place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. There is still plenty to do and see here in Spielberg. Spielberg? I don't know how to say that exactly. Ask about the Baron. Baron Stefan keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zera, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. The inn. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. The guild hall. The guild hall is out the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Alrighty. That's good stuff to know. Monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. That's about Wolfgang. Wolfgang down to the guild hall. Okay, I really need to go to that guild hall. That sounds like somewhere I need to go after this. Is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Okay. Oh, I skipped something. Well, whatever. That's fine. The brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. The merchant. The one who was robbed? He's staying at the inn, I believe. The inn. Go talk to the innkeeper. He'll help you there. Okay. You don't talk much about the inn, that's for sure. Treasure. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. That's an interesting mix of abilities. Ask about danger? Okay. My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger, rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I'm good enough to be Sheriff of Spielberg. Adventure! You need to talk to the Baron about that, or go ask Wolfgang down to the guild hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero. Well, we could surely use one around here. What with all the brigands? I already talked about those. Name. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Otto. Otto is a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. Hardly ever forgets. Still doesn't make me feel comfortable about that guy. Yeah, okay, let's go explore something. So, he said if we're going to look for work, we need to go at the southeast corner of the village. So let's go to the southeast corner. So this way, I think. Well, hold on. I'm an idiot. This is, I went west. And this was go south. Or really, wait. Guild Hall. It is here. Why did he say southeast? If it's over here. I don't get it. Anyways, let's look at stuff here. You have come to the end of the main street. The town wall is to the south. You have an eerie feeling that someone is watching you. It's probably that creepy eyeball over there. The eye over the magic shop door seems to be watching you. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. This looks like a nice, neat little house. There is a grandmotherly little old lady rocking on the front porch. You have come to the end of the main street. Okay, I already saw that. Judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the guild hall. You can just see a thin thread of light under the door, so there is probably someone inside. I just got an idea. Before we go to the guild hall, I want to test something here. That is a house, and we're a thief. And the person living here is sleeping. Will she wake up if I try to enter her house? I wonder. Should I try that? I have a lockpick. Let's try. I can't. Really? I can't even go up there? What? There's nothing to do there. The little old lady is sleeping so soundly that no amount of shaking will awaken her. They can go inside, really? Okay then, never mind. I don't know why it doesn't even say anything about it, but I thought that was maybe a good idea. Let's go in the guild hall. You enter the Adventurer's Guild Hall. This Adventurer's Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Source, Troll, Gryphon, Dragon, Cheetor, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a a registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the Guildmaster. He is snoring. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, that's loud. Gosh. Oh, okay, that's the same description as the garden. Okay, let's look at specific things then. The fire blazing cheerily in the fireplace helps warm the Guildmaster's old bones. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plague reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Oh, okay, he's very impressive. He actually beat a dragon down. That is something I don't think I'm going to do ever in this game. It looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. The plague reads, Troll slain by Wolfgang Abenture. This crossbreed of eagle and lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plague reads, Gryphon, slain by Wolfgang Abenture. The plague under the moose says, courtesy of the Sierra Online prop theft. That's funny, because Sierra Online is the company that made this game, so it's like an inside joke. Anyways, we never saw a purple Saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. The plague reads, Saurus slain by hands half-ridden. The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality. It is still rather frightening. The plague reads, Cheetor, slain by Wolfgang Abenture. Oh yeah, I remember those guys in the last playthroughs I did. Those are really, really tough to beat. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plague reads, Antwerp, slain by two guys from Andromeda. The two guys from Andromeda! Really? Those are the guys who made Space Quest. Well, that's their nickname anyways. They call themselves the two guys. It's not their real name. They're called Mirko and Scott Murphy. Anyways, let's look at this board. Oh, we have quite a few things here. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description, short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at the Spielberg Castle gates. Notice, spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Wanted, brigand leader. Description, unknown appearance. Wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. This poster seems to have been a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information. Hold on, a picture? How can I have a picture? This is like medieval times. You can't take a picture of someone. I guess you had really old cameras or something. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Bernard von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. Okay, cool. So if you ever want to do something, you can look at those things to see what we can do and how much gold we'll get for those jobs. What is this? We'll give you points to look at that. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this 23rd day of October. It's October! What is October? I don't know. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. Okay, so now I'm known into that book. Is there my name in there? The other pages record the exploits of the great adventurers of Spielberg's past. The names Wolfgang Abenture and Baron Stefan von Spielberg appear most often. It looks like this old Guildmaster doesn't do too much adventuring anymore. Still, he looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. Hello, guy. Can you wake up? I need to talk to you. I'm the new adventurer here. This was so big. I was so busy, I didn't notice you come in. Yeah, of course. Welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. That's really promising. Then she turned around and was staring into the biggest. Oh, it's you, my friend. Ask about Guild Hall. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Ask about adventurers. Did I ever tell you about the time when Schultz and I rid this valley of Antwerps? Yeah, we're real adventurers then. And this was a real Guild Hall. Now we are just old men, and this is just a place to tell old stories. You can see some of the types of monsters that lived around here if you look at our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetors, manta rays, and goblins wandering in the woods. I hear there are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we are just too old for that now. Ask about Troll. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. Saurus. The Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner. Not as bright, though. Goblins. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetor. Cheetors are ferocious creatures that can charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Manta rays. Those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Saurus Rex. Don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best to just run away. Okay. This sounds really intimidating for a first hero here. It's just like, hi, you came to town. You can slay the monsters. Avoid this one, it could kill you. Avoid this one, it could roast you. Avoid this one, it could tear you to shreds. I'm really positive about this. Bulletin board. Over on the wall over there is where the jobs are posted for adventurers. Some have been there a long time now. There just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Ask about reward. You need to talk to either the Baron or the healer about that. Healer. Her house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. Castle. The castle is just north of the healer's house. Okay, that's good to know. Now I know where the castle is and where the healer is. Even though I knew where those were already because I already played this game before, but don't pay attention to that. Trophies. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. Oh, and then the monster thing popped up again. Okay, never mind. Name. I am Wolfgang Adventure. Okay, you're Wolfgang. Okay, that makes sense. So you killed like most of the monsters here. The Guild Master of this hall. Guild Master. I'm supposed to keep track of all the adventurers and make sure they sign their names in the log. There was a time when I would go out and rescue foolhardy adventurers who got into too much trouble, but I don't get out much now. Curse. Yeah. With the Baron, I think it's Ja or Ya. I'm not sure which one. Because in some languages, Ja is said Ya, but Ja sounds just weird. We'll say it's Ya. Yeah, with the Baron losing his son and daughter, Baba Yaga, all the monsters and other brigands, it has just been one thing after another. Baron. Baron von Spielberg was once a brave protector of our valley. We used to adventure together when I was younger. No brigand or monster would dare show his face here if the Baron had not angered Baba Yaga. Now it is said that he goes nowhere and sees no one. Baron's son. Now there was a hero. There was a hero, and worthy of the name, Bernard von Spielberg. He rode off to hunt one morning 5 years ago, and his horse returned with large claw marks on it. No sign Bernard's body was ever found. So he might still be alive. Baron's daughter, Elsa, was a beautiful 8-year-old child with blonde hair and sky blue eyes. She was her father, the Baron's joy. 10 years ago, she was carried off by something which flew over the wall and away with her. The search for her lasted many years, but at last everyone gave up except the Baron's jester, Yorick. Yorick was a funny little man, but brave. He swore he would spend his life searching for the Baroness Elsa. Maybe he loves her. Who knows? Baba Yaga. She is the center of our problems, I think. Baba Yaga is a powerful ogre. Baron von Spielberg tried to force her to leave this valley, but she cursed him. Now the Baron has lost everything but his land, and I don't know how long he will keep that. What our valley needs is a hero. Hero. A real hero is someone who didn't start out strong or powerful, but uses his courage and brains and skills to become the best he can be. Brigands. There is a reward for anyone who can stop the brigands by capturing or killing the leader of the brigands. You should read the bulletin board for more information. Already read that. Schultz. Wait. I think I didn't ask about Spielberg yet. Spielberg Town is small now that most people have been driven off by the brigands. This is such a pretty place, though, with the mountains, forests, and waterfalls. Let's talk about mountains. The mountains surrounding this valley are very high. Snow covers the tops all year long. The only way out to Spielberg Valley is through the pass, though I hear that it is blocked by snow again. Oh, I already asked about the mountains. Forests. The forests are full of monsters and strange creatures. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror Lake, which is lovely, but icy cold all year round. Oh, dang it, I'm repeating myself here. Waterfalls. There are some nice waterfalls to the southeast of town. They fill Mirror... I already did that as well. Town. This town used to be a thriving city before the brigands drove most of the people off. Oh, whoa, that's a whole new menu. That's about Magic Shop. I don't know much about magic, but the woman who runs that place scares me. If she scares him, and he's like a brave adventurer, I should be scared of her. Dry goods. Caspar the store would like to be an adventurer, or so he says. He spends too much time dreaming and not enough doing, I think. Tavern. I have never liked that place. The bartender smiles all the time, but he is not very friendly. Crusher lives up to his name. He is nasty even for a goon. A goon is a lot like an ogre, not as tough, but a little smarter. The sheriffs, Otto, and Crusher at the tavern are both goons. Bakery. I think the bakery is almost always closed now. The baker tries to stay away from his wife. Okay, I didn't need to know that. Butcher. I don't think the butcher shop is open much anymore either. Farmer's Mart. The Farmer's Mart is run by the Centaurs. Heinrich Prefdeferdern and his daughter Hal. Hold on! I want to ask about that again, Centaur. There are not too many centaurs in this land. Heinrich and Hal are good people. Hold on, what are the centaur's name again? Ferdefdern. There we go, I think I got it. Ferdefdern? I don't know, it sounds like I'm farting when I say that. Oh, dang. What did I ask about here? I asked about all that. Okay, the last thing here. Schultz Meisterson. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just a sheriff of this town. Alright, I think I finished here. I talked to you about all the things that I wanted to know. I was just thinking this must be a really awkward conversation. Because of the way this game is made, you like ask about subjects. If I was actually saying something, it would be like, he's saying something, and then I would be like, talk to me about the brigands. And then he would say, the brigands are very terrible people, you blah, 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 blah. And then Talk to me about the monsters. It's just like I keep asking like one question and another without saying anything about me. He doesn't even know my name. He didn't even ask my name. What a one-sided conversation is that? Anyways, I think I should probably end this episode here because I just realized it's getting pretty long on time. I know we have been just talking to people this whole episode. I know that. And this is a game of action. We're actually going to do some RPGing and actually fighting people and killing monsters and getting treasures and saving princesses. But for now, in even the biggest of adventures, sometimes you have to start out by talking to people. I know it's boring, and I am aware of that, but I wanted to know a little bit about the place and meet some of the guys around here. And next episode, hopefully I'll be able to fight my first monster with my mighty sword. Or I'll fail the combat and die stupidly. Anyways, we'll see that in the next one. Thank you for watching, and we'll also see you, hopefully, in the next episode. MaitreDesBlocs out.